Biggest change for me has been that how they compared working in a crew or a work group to being in a tribe in ancient times. It just made perfect sense to me, and it turns out I've been using brain science for years as a leader. Making people feel they belong with a group, encouraging innovation, celebrating success, all these things. And now I know, why I've been doing it and why it works and how it helps people. And hopefully now, I can go back and share this with people and help them become better leaders.
The most significant learning for me has been the self-awareness of how my brain reacts differently in certain situations, and likewise how each individual person may react differently in different scenarios, be that a department meeting, a safety talk, or a team task in the underground environment.
Being in reception, you can get lost and feel like you don't belong to a team. However, doing this program has reminded me that I do have a role to play in the Mastermyne team, and it's a significant role.
The most significant impact for me from the brain science program has been to be able to rein in, I suppose, my emotions, and when people give you the shits, and see things from other people's point of view, which is very important as a leader. Not letting, I suppose, your elephant get carried away and wrecking the joint.
Going through the second wave has given me the confidence to lead, knowing that I've got this set of tools here now to confidently be able to get the most out of my team. During the interpersonal connection module, there was a short story video around explaining the difference between sympathy and empathy. That was a real light bulb moment for me. I'd never clearly understood it before, but something clicked, and I've been able to use that quite frequently actually, and I think understanding people better. Well, probably the most value I've actually got out is conversations with my wife that have been going in a lot better.
So I was required to write a script for our newly formed engagement team, who's contacting people who've been with us for less than 6 months. What they have been doing is making phone calls to all of them and checking in. So I was able to create a script using relatedness and expression so that they could feel comfortable asking the questions that we needed answered, and then obviously making the people on the other end of the phone feel comfortable as well.
So down here at the Narrabri operation, part of the expression module with the brain science, we've come up with this keeping it real temperature check card with 4 questions, 1 about the project, 2 about the crew, 3 about the supervisor, 4 about the individual. This was a really good way for the boys to show and express the way they're feeling about the whole contract we've got running down here, and what we can do better, what they can do better, what we can do better as a team. So I had some really good one-on-one chats with the boys, and we wrote this down, we put it in the system, and the idea was to look back in about 6 months and see where we're all heading and what direction we're going. So really good thing, so keep it real.
The app was really good to use within our group and our cafe, and it was good that we could catch up as a cafe and work together.
We've used Relish when we've been doing our enterprise bargaining negotiation meetings. This was really tested for us when we had to do a presentation in front of the workforce at a union meeting. It was really impressive that we were firstly invited to attend and that we were able to deliver a really consistent message to our workforce in front of lodge officials and union officials. So so we had a really good, I guess, bargaining experience because we're using those Relish tools.
My next step in relation to Relish will be looking at where it can take us as a framework and developing safety tools, leadership tools that can be picked up and applied in many different areas. So now that we know and I know the ins and outs of the Relish model, I'm really excited to be able to just set out exactly what that looks like in a practical manner and use that moving forward in everyday life and also in work.
If everyone in your team's on the same page, you're going to achieve that end result and that end goal, and if you're striving for that and bring everyone else along, it's a much easier way to get everyone on board and achieve that end goal.